Okay, it's Mr. De Jong here. I'm going to go through with you some facts about angles which you're going to need to understand and revise and make sure you fully understand for the next lesson. Okay, first one is angles on a straight line add up to 180. So if I have a straight line and this angle here is 80, this angle that's left over here must be equal to 100 because it's 180 minus 80. Next fact. Angles at a point add up to 360 degrees. So if I have a point and I have one angle here which is 100, the angle that is remaining must be 360 subtract 100, which will be 260. Next we're going to move on to parallel lines. Okay? If I have two lines like this and I have two arrows here, that means they're parallel. Okay? Therefore, if I have two lines which are parallel and I have another single line running through the middle, if I look at these angles here, this will be an exact copy of what's happening here, because this is the same line running through these two parallel lines. So therefore, angles 1, 2, 3 and 4 will be an exact copy of angles 1, 2, 3 and 4. To be a little more specific, if I have my two parallel lines and I draw this through here like this, we can see angle 3 and angle 3 are the same. So therefore, if this is 100, this angle here must be 100. We can see that this creates an F, so the shorthand notation for that is an F angle, but the correct mathematical notation is we say this is corresponding. Okay, these are corresponding angles which are equal. Alright. If we now draw two more parallel lines, and I have this going through here like that, we know that the angles are exact copies, so therefore this angle here, if this is 80, would be the same as this angle here. Again, it's corresponding. Alright? Now, if I have two lines, two straight lines that cross, the angles opposite are equal. These are called vertically opposite. They must be equal. If I draw another couple of examples that are wider, you can see that these angles here will be equal to these angles. It's always true. So if I go back to my original example, if this is 80, this angle here must also be 80 because it's vertically opposite. So now if I just focus, if I remove this angle and just focus on these two, we can see that if we have a single line passing through two parallel lines, the angles that are created on opposite sides of the line that goes through, which are called alternates, on alternate sides, so these angles are equal, and these are called alternate angles. The shorthand is, you can see this creates like a Z. Don't use that in an exam, you'd have to use alternate, but this is how you can help think about it and remember it. Okay, that's the end. What I want you to do is make sure you've written down some clear notes from this, so go through, pause where necessary, write up some very clear notes in your book and make sure you fully understand it. If you need to go into other resources like My Maths, etc., to make sure you understand, if there's anything you don't understand, do a little bit more research so that when you come into the next lesson, I'm going to give you some questions to do straight away and you should now be ready to answer some of these questions and solve some problems. So spend some time getting some really clear notes. Okay, thank you, Mr. De Jong, over and out.